Hello, everybody. This is Frogman, and welcome back to Levitated. We are going to go ahead and sort out the series today. We're going to go ahead and finish a few of these cool little things up. And we're going to go ahead and kind of check out a couple of the planets around. We're going to do a couple of fun things, hopefully, today. I'm going to try to do a bunch of just ups and downs and wandering arounds of some of these planets that are in the subscribers section, Patreon, whatever the heck it is, system that we're in, and then we're going to move on. So I guess what we're going to do is we're going to start with the first one, which is going to be the one that we currently are hanging out over, this big gigantic thing that's floating around. So I guess with that, let's go do it. Well, I think that'll probably do it for the moment. We've seen a few planets, and I'm not really planning on spending too much more time in this system. And we managed to find one that has pretty much a surface made out of the rainbow blocks, which is about as horrible as you can possibly imagine it to be in personal, real life kind of thing. So let's get out of here. Let's go do the thing. There's all kinds of other little planets in this area we can look at. There's all kinds of other things we can kind of mess around with in this system. But I figure probably this is not where we're meant to end. This is not where we're meant to be, kind of a thing. So let's go back to the space station, and then let's warp to the next system. And we're back. Okay, let me out of here. Where is my thing? Do the thing for the moment. I know I probably should just go ahead and sort that out a little bit better than what it is, but we'll go ahead and place that down so we have a remembrance of the fact that we found this place, and we found a few other interesting things. I mean, I would have figured that if we continue to wander around this area, we'll find some more stuff. Like, I didn't even bother looking at half of these. So again, if there's any of these things in here, any of these planets that you guys know of, as far as any of those either still have played this or are playing it or have spent a little bit more time wandering around, go ahead and point them out as the ones that I haven't hit or ones that I should go need to look at, and I'll do that probably off camera eventually. So let's go do the thing that is warp to the probably what I'm going to say is obvious end of the game. So I'm going to say it's probably going to be one of these out here. Who knows? Probably anything's possible. But all we're going to need to do now is just wander around and try to figure out which one is going to be. So I'm going to go to that one for fun because it has a really interesting name and likely is not going to be where we need to go. And I will see you guys when we get there. Well, I think we're here, at least to the new system, whichever one the yin and the yang should be. I believe that's where we are anyway. Yep, we're in yin and yin, yin and yin and yin and yin and yin and yin. 6 planets. 6 planets. Where are the 6 planets? I don't see 6 planets. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess it's counting the 2 stars as, or 2 suns or whatever those. Those as planets. Those are always kind of fun to look at. There should be 2 of them, actually. I don't think we can see the other one because the other one's probably behind it. So let's check out some of these planets real quick and we'll see what we find. Make sure we got fuel and let's go. Oh boy, looks like we're getting ready to land on another ocean planet. I wonder if it's going to put us in the bottom of it or not. Yep, it did. Okay, well that's fun. Let me out. That didn't try to take off, did it? Hello? No. Okay. Left ship. We can fly. Let's go see what we got. Hey, it's a mushroom planet. That's cool. And, well, whatever this is. Do you suppose it's real, finally? Do you suppose I can finally get one that has something? Let's take a look real quick. Do this. Because every one of these ones I've dug down in so far, I haven't found a single thing. And I'm assuming that is intentional. Huh. Yep, that's kind of what I figured. Alrighty, well, we got a mushroom planet. We've got forever cow milk and whatnot, things like that. So, man, that's just crazy to see that kind of stuff sitting there floating in the sky. All right, let's get in our rocket, go back to the space station. Again, this is not our home. We're just kind of checking things out. Go ahead, take off. Boingy, boingy, springy spaceship headed back down. All right, cool. Let's do the same old thing like always. Where is our thing? Make sure we fuel this up. I really should just move this out here just so that it'd be faster. Hello, can I get in the thing, please? Go, and then go, and then let's go check out the other oddball planet that's on this system, and then we'll go ahead and check. So this one. And then we'll check one of these other 2 and see what we see. So I figure one of these 2, at least, one of those other 2, at least is going to be where we need to go. Swampland M. I wonder what that is. Mountain? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, not only that. Don't blow up my rocket, please. Dude. Come here. Come over here, Mr. Creeper. I know it's dark. It's okay. Thank you for your participation. Compressed gravel. I don't need that. Holy cow, is there a... Hang on a minute. We're over here. I know it's dark. I apologize. What are we going to call these? Is it what it should be? Mesa. Yeah, the crazy. I haven't seen a Bryce Mesa in forever. Bryce Mesas are really, really tall spire kind of mesas that have really, really tall spiry mountains and things. They're fairly rare. Even in normal Minecraft, they're fairly rare. That's cool. Well, let's see what the ocean is made of, and then we can go to the next one, since everything seems to have its own special ocean. What is this? Is this oil? I'll be dang. Wow. Huh. Well, I don't need that, but that's cool. Yeah, I know. You guys are all interested in eating me. What's over here? Anything else cool? Oh, the lag due to train generation. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. I always like these when you find them. They're, like I said, they're super rare. Cool. Let's go. Bang. Hello. Nope, 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 nope. Abort. We're not leaving yet. We don't need to leave. We need to go to another planet. Let's go check. So that's kind of nice to know. I'm wondering, actually, can I get to this one? No, it's only going to let me see this whole area. All right, so, well, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We're actually closer to that one, so let's go select that one and see what we see there. Well, that looks like a nice green and blue planet. Of course, we all know by now that the exterior of these things makes absolutely no difference to what they are. But hey, maybe we're finally home. I don't know. Haven't been here yet. Let's check it out. It actually has a real sun, which is interesting. Of course, it's got that too. Does that thing expand? Huh. Another Bryce Mesa. That is crazy. And that actually almost looks like almost a normal world. Hang on a minute. We're almost to the end of this. I'm not going to sit here and play with this. Give me that. Do this. Go. Thank you. Almost normal. Sorry for that. I'm just not going to sit there and play the game of trying to wait on the sun to come up. We're almost done with the game. Let's go see what we have here. This is going to be interesting. Lava pile into... Okay, though that's not quite normal. Don't lose your spot. You are over... Where are you? Before you get too excited, where are you? Map. What is it? Which one was this one? Okay, never mind. I'm just forgot this was this one. So new, just hit one there. Close. All right, so we don't get lost. This looks like a world worth looking into for a minute, even though it's not exactly what it should be. There are real hills with real snow. Jungles. That generation's a little odd. That definitely is a little odd. That's kind of cool, actually. Wow, what is that, like the fire swamp or something? Kind of funny, you play however many, I forget at this point, however many episodes we've been after this at this point. Heck, I mean, what do we got here? Oh, well, I had to restart, I had to do a backup, so the time on this one is incorrect, and I know that. Wow. It's getting there. We're getting there. We're getting to the point where we're starting to see things, although I'll bet I don't see any of the normal stuff. It feels like the gravity's a little hard. Maybe it's me. I don't know. Maybe it's hauling us down further than I think it is. Let's do that. We'll just dig down right here and see what we see, if we see anything at all. Not that I expect to see much of anything. Go down about level 40 or so and look, excuse me, and look back up. I don't see anything. Really? Hi. I didn't know those were available. I haven't seen any of that stuff in a long time. Of course, you know, when we're playing in a game, a world where there is no... when there is no world to be in anyway, I mean, you're creating everything except the end. Hey, let me out. You're creating everything except the end, so... Alrighty then. I'm going to say this is still probably not the end. This is not where we need to go. Of course, it didn't say anything. That's interesting. That right there. These are cool too. But again, like I said, these are super rare. And to see two of them in one episode on two different planets means to tell me that something else is kind of funky. That is a heck of a bunch of lava. That's insane. Oh my. Wow. Yeah, this place is a little weird. That's cool though. We haven't had the thing hit, right? Nope. After finally found a familiar place. I wonder what I'm looking for. I guess we will find out, hopefully. I'm a little concerned because we're getting kind of low on the dilithium. Onwards. Next. Hopefully not straight into that thing, though. I swear those loading screens are getting longer and longer and longer. But that's okay. We're back on our space station, spaceship thingy, whatever you want to call it. How much did you end up with in this? Now, well, just do it that way. We've still got a decent amount of fuel. Let's just go to the other planet that's right here. Please stop doing that. Select the planet. We are at where right now? Where are we? We are on that one, and we need to go to... I'm going to bet probably this one. I don't know. Maybe we're not even going to find where we're supposed to go at this point. It looks nice. So select and warp. I guess we got another one to look at. Let's go see what we get. I think we're doing pretty good. Let's go step on the oxygen pad very quickly. All right. And let's go. I'd be kind of sad if I'm going to have to go back over to that other system and go find that thing closer. I mean, we could jump in that thing. I don't think you can, actually. Well, I mean, I know you can get to them, but I don't think I can land the ship on it. I know for certain things like gas giants, you can't land ships on them. So let's go down. No. 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 There we go. Finally down to the next zone, next planet. And again, I'm not going to play this game. Goodbye. Hello. Get off my go away. Get. Not even going to play with it. Get. I've had about enough of this pack at this point. So let's give us another one of these. Make sure we have the waypoint set so we know where it is. Clues. And then let's see what we get here. This one looks a little bit more normal, but we haven't hit anything yet. Is this thing all nothing but a mesa? Wow. No, it doesn't. It goes down into some other things. It's real sand. Back into another mesa. Yeah, I don't think we found it again either, and that's not cool because that means I have no idea where we're supposed to go. There's a ravine. Is there anything in the ravine? No. See, I don't know whether that's going to be something to tell me or not because, you know, notice there's no ore production. There's no, I should say no ore production, no ore spawn, no anything like that. So I'm feeling like we may have to go continue look at some other places. And if that's the case, I'm not going to go through all 50 of the planets to find the end of the game. This is cool, though. And it's not very often you get this. How high are we? Well, I guess that's about right. Huh. The colors are always kind of weird with where they show up, so. No, I think we're cool. I think we need to get out of here too. I don't know where we need to go. I'm gonna have to stop and do a little bit of figuring to try to figure out what's going on. Where or not we're supposed to be here, we're supposed to be doing something else. So I'm gonna go back to the station and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alrighty, well, after warping around all over the place and looking at various planets and systems, it has come to my attention that we are doing this all wrong and have been the whole time because of the fact that I am blind. And for those of you that have probably been pointing at this for me a while, we're in need of trying to find some more planets. Now, we did have a good time bouncing around between various areas and looking at a few things, and I've decided we're going to come back to the orbit over the Earth and load up on some more data from our satellites so that we can see a few things. Now, The thing is the game is going to force us to look for stuff, and that's part of the thing about the real, like I said, I would say the harder version of what is this, advanced rocketry, is that you're going to have to look at things or look for things. So in our warp selection map, if I hit the select planet, we had to fly back here so that we could get hooked up with our satellites again, so we could get a little bit more information. But if we come up here and we start looking at some of these planets, like say here, this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you look at it when you back out of here, we go up and we look at this area right here. It says 6 planets. Well, I'm guessing that means it's counting the thing here. So like say, if we look at localizer, I'm guessing localizer is just a lock-in place, or it is some kind of something that somebody did. 1 planet, 1 thing. 1 planet, 1 thing. Now, there might be a planet floating around here, or there might not be, but likely what it's counting is it's counting that as a planet. And we can kind of do that same kind of thing here. If you wanted to go ahead and, you know, count them all, there may or may not be 31 here. There might, I don't know. So this is one of those things you got to kind of do. Now, if we look over here at Levitator, the one that we kind of found, the one thing on Hyperion over here where it just literally, you know, blew up a thing. Notice it says 6 planets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But there's 6 here, which means we need to find something. We need to find another planet. We need to figure out where it is. So what we're going to do this time around is we're going to load up a bunch of data in here. We're going to put a unprogrammed planet ID chip in here. And we're going to sit here and search for planets until we find whatever it is that's in that system. So this takes a while. We'll speed this up. Well, I hate to say it, I happen to know from different stories and sessions of where I'm supposed to go, but I think that might have just got us where we need to go. Maybe. Finally. Is it there? Yes, it is. Thank you very much. Now, if you're wondering where you can go, the configuration files can easily be found. Unfortunately, it's an XML document, so you have to kind of go through it and look through various things. But as you scroll through the XML document that is attached to it, there's a couple of these planets, looking at them now, that I probably should actually go back and look at. And it's not a big humongous deal, because there's some really nice ones that have a, you know, maybe should say rather large chance for full on, you know, diamond blocks or things and stuff spawning in the general areas. And looking around, there's one here looking at it that it's quite a good possibility for, yeah, iron ores and things and stuff. But as you scroll through the list of all the planets that are currently available, Kepler 22P is the only one that has a list of stuff that would resemble what would spawn, at least for the majority of it, on a regular Minecraft world. So after all of that searching and playing around, we found a place called Z Eternal, a place called Frosty, which I think we've actually been to that one, and a planet called which that most likely, these two I think right here are both in the Patreons, or whatever this thing is called, supporters system, and all of that stuff. We're interested in going to that planet right there. Do I have enough stuff? Yes, I do. Let's take one more trip and go see what we can see out in the world to so maybe possibly find a place we can eventually go live in. I kind of had a feeling it was going to be in this one. We've been trolled this whole time, so why not get some more? Let's go. And we finally pop in to hopefully what is going to be the last warp. Let's see. Let's hope. Like I said, I'm getting a little tired of it. We've been up and down and up and down and up and down and done a whole lot of just back and forth warping and looking at planets that are almost the way they need to be, but are not quite there. So again, like I said, hopefully this is where we're going to, well, I should say, hopefully this is where we're going to end this. So let's let the rocket fill up a little bit more. It shouldn't take too terribly much, and if nothing else, we can for certain just get back. We have our access to our ME system. Let's just go ahead and take off and see what we get to see. Hopefully it's a nice planet. Hopefully. Not that it really matters. We have a nice base in the end, and we're probably going to keep staying in the end. Just it is what it is. Let's see what happens. Well, that would indicate that we probably made it home, or at least made it to where we were supposed to make it. Let's see what we can do once we get down. Or can I look at it? Yes, I can. Cool. Long journey home, warp after warp. You finally found a familiar place. Journey's end. Here it is, a new home you've been searching for. Not exactly like home you remember, but for a lively place to settle down and start a new life. Been thinking back. Let's land before we read all the way through the quests, because again, I don't want to get munched by critters in my thing. So, once again, it's dark. Give me time set day because we're ending it today regardless. But hey, that looks like a regular old everyday Minecraft world, aside from the fact that we again landed next to a mesa. Come on, guys, die. Go ahead, die. Let's go down here. Let's stick our heads in a hole in this hill over here and dig a hole down and see if we run into anything. Nothing so far. Still nothing so far. Maybe I need to go down deeper. I don't know. Nothing. Thank you. I really needed that. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if maybe my game isn't working correctly or something. I'm not really concerned about it, but we got that to pop. We got the quest to go. Let's go back out here to our little bitty safe spot to get us back and forth between where we need to go and read the quest ending. Push the right button. Dawn of a, let me see. We have all this stuff here, but a lively place to settle down and start a new life. But thinking back, have you really made the right choice? I have no idea. If you still have the friends living in the end, consider building a beacon on Kepler. This will broadcast your coordinates to the entire galaxy so they can easily find this place. We are not playing on a server, so I don't have to worry about that kind of thing. I was kind of concerned about whether or not we were actually going to see anything. So we'll just kind of do a quick wander. I would figure so much is just not going to be a whole lot here other than everything we've already seen. It's going to be fairly standard, almost Minecraft world, with a lot of mesa for whatever reason and another section of Bryce. That's crazy. I mean, not that I'm complaining. Hey, looky there. The crazy extreme hills. Or is this Savannah Hills? Yeah, it's Savannah Hills. It's even better. More ocean, more water. I guess it's kind of yeah, it's not quite right either. You can still kind of tell it's not quite right. Because why? Why? I have no idea. That's pretty cool. I guess we made it. We made it to where we're supposed to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is where we're going to call this one. I'm going to have to go find my rocket because I was like stupid and forgot to mark it. It's around here somewhere. It's probably like right over here. Let's go see. Where are we? We are Where am I? I'm right there. I need to go. I thought it was right here. Yeah, there it is. I flew right back to it. We're going to go take this back to the space station. We're going to take the, well, we'll leave the station in orbit over this planet for now, and then we're going to discuss about what we're going to do going forward. So I'll see you guys here shortly. Well, alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to go ahead and call it. I think we're done. I think we've done everything that I wanted to get done in this particular pack. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a little bit more enjoyable to kind of do some stuff a little bit differently than the way I normally do, although this is kind of my standard, what I should say, fairly standard skyblock gameplay. I'll build a kind of an elevated base that kind of does this kind of thing, and it'll usually tend to be sorted around some kind of mob farm. So this is me, and this is how I like to play either skyblock or, you know, just void based worlds kind of things. So I mean, when I have to build in the end, I tend to kind of try to build like this in the end as well. So anyhow, it has been a lot of fun. I did enjoy doing a lot of the wandering around and coming up with some of this fun stuff. Yes, there are a few things we haven't completed. If I recall, I think everything in here is done except for maybe that. And in here, we never bothered to make an excavator because we were making plenty of stuff. Some of the things over here, again, were not necessary. This is something that maybe one of these guys, one of you all might want to look at eventually, is a bonsai pot manager. It's a really, really, really handy thing if you're going to continue to kind of fool around with trees, because it integrates Botania with auto collection and faster growing for trees. But you know, you hit a point where when do you really, really need that kind of stuff in something like this? We did manage to complete almost everything. I think actually we got everything in this chapter. This is the section I'm not going to bother with because I should have started from working on this from the very beginning. I actually did kind of play around with some of these early on, and I mean, we could easily do some of this stuff, but the general thing is this is kind of one of those for the hoarding quests where you're supposed to make something to make something to make something to make something. And the interesting thing here is we can just kind of talk about this very quickly. Spirit of the Dragon requires you to kill the dragon with the key Q, or however the heck you say that blade. And that thing is a pain in the tail to make. If you don't know, it's one of these, it's two of those, which is some 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 of those, which is a lot of that. So I'm not even going to bother. I've done it before in other packs, and then for this one I just didn't really feel like it. So there's a whole lot of that in here. So I'm not interested, not worried about it. I mean, even so much as I think I have to do something like this here. So not really worried about it. Anyhow, moving on forward, or getting on out of here, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to probably let Minecraft go for the Monday slot for a while. I'm not really finding a lot of stuff I want to play as far as Minecraft is concerned, and I am kind of going to say that we're going to be replacing Engineer's Life with the next Minecraft pack, which is actually going to be something that I have been waiting on for a long time. I think Mondays we're going to move over to something a little bit different, and I'm hoping you guys are going to enjoy it because I'm kind of looking forward to playing something a little bit different for a little while. Maybe for a few months. I don't know. We'll see. So anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the series. I've had a lot of fun producing it, making it, playing it, and I guess for now, I'll see you all in the next series, which I hope you guys find sort of satisfying. Bye.